How shall I come through? Was it Ishmael or was it Isaac? It came through Isaac. Alright? And then Jacob. And then the 12 patriarchs. And then on and then you go down the line. David. Solomon. Alright? And beforehand you got Moses. Joshua. Alright? Samson. Those are all the princes of the power. Alright? That's when Israel came onto the scene. Okay? Verse 17, and this I say that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High in Yahushai, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul, and it should make the promise. Salakia. Let me read that again. And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High in Yahushai, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot disannul, that it should make the promise of none effect. So nothing can change the fact that the Most High, Yahushai, set us up to be the top people on the planet Earth. Set us up to receive the promise. Alright? And he's bound by his word. When you read through the scriptures, it said that he promised Abraham. He gave Abraham, he swore on himself. That's what I was looking for. To Abraham, that he was going to bless us. Alright? And the Lord don't break his word. Alright? It says in Psalms that he put his word above his name. So that's all signed, sealed, and delivered. You know? Like the song goes. So Israel is the one who's going to be ruling. Okay? What's that make the Most High? A racist. Alright? In the best, most good way. Okay? And if you're of the nation of Israel, you should be glad that the Most High is a racist. After all of the madness that all these other nations have done to us, you should be glad that the Most High is a racist and he's only pertaining to you. Okay? Now, let's go to, oh, no, wait. Let me keep reading. Verse 18. For if the inheritance be of the law, it is no more promise, but God gave it to Abraham by promise. Like he said, hey, he swore on himself to Abraham that he pertained to us. Okay? Now, whoops. Yeah, there we go. Extra one. Let's go to Isaiah, the 40th chapter. Okay? And I'm going to start here for a reason. It's 40 and 13. It says, who hath directed the Spirit of the Lord, or being his counselor, hath taught him? With whom took he counsel, and instructed him, and taught him in the path of judgment, and taught him knowledge, and showed him the way of understanding? The reason I started there is because you got people who basically want to tell the Lord what to do, and put him in a box. The Lord can't judge, the Lord can't do this, the Lord can't do that, the Lord can't hate. As if you were there in the beginning when the Lord was setting all this up, and he was asking you for advice. He is asking you, what should I do here or there? What about this? What about that? Like you were there. Alright? Which, really, spiritually, alright, if you're spiritual about this, you know that the Lord had a certain select number of people there. Alright? His first fruits, when you read James. Alright? But you niggas really think that the Lord was asking you for advice. The Most High, I say. Alright? Verse 16, or 15, sorry. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So all these other nations aren't shit, basically. They aren't shit. They're just there. They're just vain. Alright? It says, there taketh up let me read it again. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket. Now, like brothers always say, hey, if you got a big ass bucket full of water, alright, and you spill a drop out of it, are you going to be worried about that drop, or are you going to keep it moving? That's how the nations are to the Most High. They ain't shit. Alright? They are counted as the small dust of the balance. When you put a piece of dust on a balance, it's not going to affect or tip that balance at all. Alright? It's not going to have any effect. It says, behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Hey, mainly when you got in those isles, which are islands, Hawaii, you got the Polynesians, you got, you got them, Japheth, basically. A lot of them islands are small. They're just not very many people there. The Lord's not concerned with them people. Alright? So now, let's go to 2nd Ezra 6 and start at 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Okay? So everybody basically goes back to Adam. Alright? Even the other nations in Esau. Alright? Because he's basically, Adam's basically the progenitor of everybody that's living now. Okay? And within that, it says, and the people whom also thou hast chosen. So within all those people, you got the chosen, which, like we mentioned earlier, from Adam all the way to Jacob, you had the sons of the living power, and then from Jacob all the way, basically till now, and continuing on forever, you got the nation of Israel. Alright? 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. So the Lord, when the Lord created the world, all right, He already had it set up in His mind. Look, man, there's a nation, there's a particular nation that's gonna rule this earth, whom I'm gonna set everything up for. All right, and it just so happens that nation is gonna end up being the nation of Israel. It damn sure ain't the nation of Esau, because under his rulership, the whole world's fucked up. Right now, as we speak, you got animals dying, dropping dead, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of birds, fish, crabs, cows, whatever else kind of animals there are that ain't popped up on the news yet. Animals just dropping dead. All right. All because of who? The damn white man. Fucking everything up with that damn oil spill. Okay? And just being the devil that he is. Alright? Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing. When did he say that? We just read it back in Isaiah the 40th chapter. But be like unto spittle. Thou hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. You round all the heathen up, alright, round all these other heathens up, and they're just a drop that falleth from a vessel. They're like spit. They're nothing. That's how much the Lord has respect unto His chosen people, the nation of Israel. Okay? It says, verse 57, Now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. That's why we're in the state we are in now. And we've been in a state, when you read the Bible, throughout the whole Bible, the histories, man, these other nations have been ruling over us. But he says that they've been ever reputed as nothing. Alright? So, hey, the Lord's basically is a racist, he's a separatist, alright? The Lord is not dealing with all people. Alright? He's only dealing with the nation of Israel. Alright? He only gave His law to one people. He only gave His law to one nation of people, which we're about to read now. Okay? This is Psalms 147 and 19. He showeth His word unto Jacob, and His statutes and His judgments to Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for His judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. So, the Lord didn't give everybody the law. You didn't have a bunch of heathens up there, or two heathens up there alongside Moses when he went up to the mount, all right, and saw the burning bush, and got the two and got the two stone tablets, all right, with the law on them in the Hebrew, okay. You didn't have no Hamites standing alongside him talking about, yes, Lord. No, it didn't happen like that. You had Moses, who was a Levite, which the Levites are of one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay? So, hey, that's plain. Alright? The Lord is not dealing with everybody. And now we're going to see basically the last scripture we'll go into. Hey, this is what he thinks of you. You ain't got his law if you're on other nations, or even Esau, whom he hates. Hey, this is what the Lord thinks of you. Alright? It says, Ecclesiastes 3:18. I said in my heart concerning the state of the sons of men. When it's talking about the sons of men here, it's talking about the other nations. Okay? Like you read in was it Psalms the 14th chapter? It says the same thing, that they when it starts off, it says the fool in his heart has said there is no God. Alright? It says that God might manifest them, that they might see that they themselves are beasts. So the Most High looks at you as a bunch of damn animals. Okay? He looks at you like a bunch of beasts. And hey, Esau, you're at the top of that list. And when you go to Isaiah the 34th chapter, brothers who are listening to this lesson, watching this lesson, you go to Isaiah the 34th chapter, it's going to say that the Lord hath a great sacrifice in Basra. Alright? So you're about to be taken and sacrificed and put down like the beast that you are. Okay? So when the kingdom comes and when the kingdom is set up, it's going to be Israel that's on top. That's just it. No other nations. Alright? And anybody that's not with that's of our nation, hey, you're not going to make it to see the kingdom. Okay? Not on this side. Alright, so, I hope that was edifying. I hope brothers got some kind of understanding by that if you didn't have it already. And hey, I always say, keep teaching, keep bringing out the word, keep prophesying, and keep condemning this kingdom, and keep fishing for our elect. Alright, to the next lesson. The next lesson, I can't even talk right now. Say shalom and man up.